Me being honest with myself for 5 minutes straight. More honest than I've ever been. 110% more honest than I've ever been. And you may have seen the community post. I won't get dark in this one, but that was still a really cool post, actually. That was like one of the really coolest posts I could ever make. It's not even pinned. You can still read it now if it's active as part of making this video. I know I spend all day in my room in this house, not doing some of the things I might want to already be doing. Some of the things I even want to do that I've already been thinking of doing. I know I don't have a driver's license or a car. And I know I don't travel as much as I say I want to. I know I don't travel the world around as much as I said I want to. I know I don't socialize as much as I say I do. And I still socialize quite a bit, but it's still minimal in some ways. I know that internet isn't the only place to find friends. I know that real life is not the only way to be confused about why people aren't deep and why they don't have personalities, quote unquote. I know why it matters to focus on one thing at a time, even if that means niches on YouTube. I know what it means to make a living and still feel like you have nothing better to do than make a living, as if that was the point. I don't believe on that anyways, so that's different, but that's my point. I know I don't have to be right about spirituality. I know I don't have to be right about the law of motivation. I know I don't have to prepare for anything in spite of being who I am. Let's put it that way. I know I don't have to live my life, which is even too more honest than that. But it's like, but it'd be better if I did, and it probably certainly would be crucial in other regards. I know I'm a 6'5" freaking half Asian guy wearing glasses without even cleaning them kind of guy. I know I don't treat everyone with respect even if I think I'm not disrespecting them. I know I'm not someone who just thinks on one hand thinks it's just the other, because I had uncontrollable thoughts to begin with. But they were controllable, weren't they? Even if they were so hard to control. But I know that my claymations are smudgy and messy and it doesn't make sense what I'm sculpting. I know that I could be animating at a smoother frame rate. I know I could be doing better with the people that I interact with that I feel like are cancer culturing me. I know I could be doing better with my own life and not throwing other people under the bus as if I had to do that. The only thing I could do, the only thing other people could do, without blaming them or lying to myself about that. I know that Take Inventory almost deleted his channel and started to drift away from my life. I know that Clemente almost drifted away from my life, even though I met him in real life on Instagram a few times. I realize that some of the rest of you know me pretty well and only a few handful of interactions because you know that I'm being authentic. I also realize that I keep all these empty balls in my room thinking I'm going to recycle them, but deep down I'm doing it to experiment with something very trivial and innocent and weird to make a point that's even more important and meaningful. I realize that I talk about deep and important things not because I'm interested in them to take action as per the stereotype that I perceive as insightfully, but because I feel like even that's a limiting belief as a restraint. I don't like being someone who thinks he has limiting beliefs, as simple as that sounds, because having limited beliefs as someone like me who has done a beautiful job making his life really good and amazing and actually truly being naive, well, trademark because I repeat it a lot, but not really even trademark, that I truly have become excited, happy, and loving my life. As many times as I affirm that, the reality I make out of that, being someone who's as wise as myself and still needing to be more wise. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. It may not even be rational, but it is often true. Hence, freaking Spock from Star Trek. And I pulled that quote out of nowhere. Freaking new video clip from Star Trek from that other video. The one with the Good Evil Chronicles characters. Oh, by the way, that's part of this video. We can tell link in the end card, if I do. I realize that nobody knows what Crab, Starg, Lloyd, and Jack are from Good Evil Chronicles. I realize nobody knows who Ann, Sword, Chris, or Feather are from Algae Beast. I know nobody gives a shit about what Project Tether is, or who Pale Hatchet, Zesty Sonnet, Conroy, Lisk, and Eosar are. I know that those are cartooning and claymation examples that I never even worked with, even as so-called indecisively procrastinating on those things. But I'm not a procrastinator, am I? I'm someone who has taken action, thought things through, do things really well, And so I've yet to learn in the world that I have become bitter.